Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some new DLC leaks to go over for the Indigo Disk, all about potential Generation 5 hints, and as well as that, a few other bits and bobs to go over, as well as plenty of things to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this tweet here from Riddlerku, and he tweets out saying one of them, Old Iron, and then it is of course of the Blueberry Elite Four. Now, Old Iron, the only one that I could really connect to that is Lacey, just simply because there are massive hints towards her being related to Clay in some way, shape or form. I mean, she literally, it's like you can't spell Lacey without Clay, so I don't know if that's just a massive coincidence, but Pokemon don't usually do coincidences, so I think that's obviously the first point. The second point is that she has like these kind of, there's something about her outfit that Clay also has. I think it's to do with these like gems, like these hair pieces. Like she has the Terra gems from like Terrapagos, but they could also just be the gems that Clay has. He has that on his like design, so there's two big hints as well. I think there's also something else to do with their names that like relates them together, not just the fact that, you know, you can't spell Lacey without Clay, and obviously like jumbled up, but this is what I mean. So that's obviously the first thing that I would think just from Old Iron. The rest of them I can't really make any kind of hint, like kind of connections with. With the fire guy here, I don't see what he would have to do with Old Iron. Mary's, whatever she's called, I don't think she'd really have anything to do with Old Iron. Maybe this guy, Drayden, or whatever, Drayton, just simply because he has an Archaludon, and that could be seen as like, he's a steel type, so it could be seen as Old Iron in that way. But I think it's more or less going to be Lacey. I don't really see any of the connection with them in terms of Old Iron. If that what it even means, like, Old Iron might not even be Clay. The only reason I'm thinking of Old Iron is just because of Clay. You know, it's an old game, and it's like Iron, because he is, you know, that kind of typing. But it could be completely different. It could be in terms of like an item, maybe. And so, like, it could be to do with Drayton. Maybe the Old Iron is what is needed to evolve Duraludon into Archaludon, because we did see that Riddlerku said recently that the evolution between Archaludon and Duraludon wasn't difficult, so it could literally just be an item. It's probably not going to be level up, but you know, it could be anything. So it could just be the Old Iron that uses that to evolve. Could even be something to do with a different one of their Pokemon. We really don't know, but that's just the two kind of ideas that I've come up with. He's obviously replied to people in the comments as well. We actually have Lumios here saying, like, excited for them, but wish the Pokemon Company would tell us when we'd get the DLC. And then he just says Winter 23. So I'm sure Riddlerku knows, but he's just not telling us. But yeah, Winter 23 is, of course, just like, it's a joke because that's what they've obviously told us as well. I mean, we are coming up to Winter 2023 now. We're still in autumn or fall. Winter starts in December, and then Winter 2023 is technically December, January, and February. But it's very likely that it's going to be December, just simply because that's when like all the regulation stuff changes and everything like that. So that's why we think it could be that, but it could get pushed back. You know, maybe that's why we haven't had any news since like what, August. We've not had anything about the Indigo Disk since like Worlds, I don't believe. We've obviously had Teal Mass stuff since then, but in regards to just Indigo Disk, we've not had anything. So we are a little bit kind of, we're on a bit of a drought for news right now. But either way, we also have this person here saying, are there any returning characters from previous games? And then Riddlerku replies, it has been translated badly, but he says Z-Leak. So I don't really know what that means. I mean, I don't know if that means like see the leak, as in like see this image, and maybe that's like a bit of a kind of an idea about returning like characters, like maybe Drayden returns, because you got to think that Blueberry Academy is based in Unova. So any Generation 5 character could make a return because it is literally in that region. So we could have Clay, we could have Drayden, we could have Colrus, we could have any of these characters return. We could even have what's his name? I forgot his name off the top of my head. Alder, the guy that this guy could be related to. It could be any of them, because like I say, it's literally in that region. So I don't know if that's what he's saying there, like sea leak. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm interpreting it as. We also have Soul Silver right here as well, saying lol with a, I think this is like a music disc or like whatever, and then also a pickaxe. And then Riddlerku replies saying, love your hint. So I don't know if Soul Silver like knows something, but this is clearly like a mining pick on a disc. So I don't know if that means like mining in the Indigo Disk, potentially, because obviously that's kind of the whole correlation with that. Or it could just be like mining in terms of like clay mining as well. but it's kind of like a reply to returning characters. So that maybe means that Clay, because obviously he's a pickaxe, returns in the Indigo Disk. That's just the way that I'm kind of interpreting that, but you know, that it could be many other different things. But because it's about returning characters, like I say, the only pickaxe kind of Pokemon that character that I can really think of right now is Clay, and obviously the disc. It's got to be Indigo Disk, sure. Like, what else could it possibly be? And the fact that, you know, Riddler-Ku is saying, "I love your hint," so that means that he is confirming that whatever Soul Silverite is saying here is actual, factual, like is it actual a real thing. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But I do believe that it means that Clay is going to return in the Indigo Disk. And that is going to be like Lacey's kind of like, it's just going to be another hint to Gen 5, really. I mean, we've already got a massive hint in Gen 5, seeing as it's set in there, but either way, that's that. We do also have Osmio here saying Old Iron. Clay has a mind, so Iron, and old because he's from an older game, confirming Lacey is related to Clay. That's how I see it, most likely wrong. Google Translate says old man, yet Twitter Translate says old iron. I feel like it is going to be old iron. I think the Google Translate is wrong. I think it is to do with old iron, just simply because of this kind of like image here, like this tweet here. So yeah, I mean, there's not really too much more to go over with this. We do actually have another reply here though, from Riddler-Ku, who's obviously replying to Jan here. So the Z leak thing there, and then we have Jan replying saying gotcha, and then he says Liluch or Suzaku, and then replies saying, well, you need to remove the mask to know that. So I don't know what this is from. I'm not like sure, but either way, that could be another hint towards like someone that's potentially returning. I'm not sure, but that's the first thing that I wanted to go over about all of that stuff. And then moving on, we also have a little bit of a follow-up to the whole returning legendary thing. Riddler-Ku has been a little bit quiet about this since he has posted. He posted like 2 parts and then that was it. So obviously I said that I think it's just going to be like 19 different side quests or something like that, and it's going to be 19 static encounters of legendary Pokemon. We do have Soul Silverite saying, spoiler, I could be wrong, but to me this reads 19 fetch/side quests to catch returning legendary Pokemon. Now maybe the amount 19 doesn't mean anything, but the junk theme of junk food and everyday work makes me think that this will be a pretty standard and not so exciting feature. We'll see, I guess. And then as well as that, we have Koenmo here saying, Sub 013 037 is a series of 25 side quests that gives you a static encounter. That's obviously referring to the data mines that we already spoke about. And then obviously 24 plus 1, 24 American snacks makes a lot of sense to me. So it could be something to do with that, which is where the 24 like plus 1 thing. I don't really know, but it seems like the actual consensus of this is that it is going to be. I mean, the data mines literally said side quests for 25 static encounters. Like, what else would be static encounters that there's going to be 25 of? Like, it surely has to be legendaries. It's not going to be 25 static encounters of like random Pokemon, because that just wouldn't be that fun. So yeah, I'm assuming that once we beat the story, maybe someone comes to us. I'm assuming it's going to be Perrin. I think because Perrin is in the Indigo Disk, and like, why else is she going to be there? It could be for Cleavor, because we do know that Cleavor is going to be coming back in the Indigo Disk, so it could be her trying to find that Hisuian Pokemon, hence why she was obviously trying to find the Blood Moon Ursaluna. But if it's not about Cleavor, maybe she just wants to take photos of rare legendary Pokemon, and so she gives us a bunch of quests. So she'd be like, oh, go to this place, I saw something, let's go and take a photo of it. And then maybe we go, she takes a photo, and then we catch it. Or it could just be like completely different characters all over the Indigo Disk saying, oh, I saw something here, oh, I saw something here, and then we have to go to these locations, and that is where we find these legendaries. But it also means that some legendaries are getting scrapped as well. Like I say, the Ultra Beasts have already been scrapped, but either way, we'll have to wait and see what's happening with that. And then finishing things off, we also have kind of a follow-up to this whole side quest situation. We have Jean here saying, let's go back to this question that I asked 3 months ago. Do you all like the Sonya side quest in the Crown Tundra? So do you all like the Sonya side quest in the Crown Tundra? What are you doing in a place like this exploring? What are you doing here? So obviously this was a side quest for legendary Pokemon, so it could be similar to this, although I don't think they're going to be very big side quests. If there's 25 of them, I can't see them being massive. I can't see them having like us go around collecting loads of different things to activate an encounter. I feel like it'd be good if it was, because it would just give so much more playtime to the Indigo Disk that we had to like find specific items or catch specific Pokemon to unlock these Pokemon. A little bit like needing Relicanth and Wailord to unlock the Regis in Generation 3. I would absolutely love that, and that would be the side quest. So maybe we'd have to find, I don't know, like a Jumpluff and a Sunflora, and that would allow us to catch, I don't know, a Virizion or something like that. I think that would be a really cool thing. But I highly doubt it. I think it's just going to be very like bog standard, like, oh, go to this place, this is where the legendary is, you go there and then you catch it. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, they are quests, so it could generally be anything, but either way, that is the latest leaks and stuff to go over for the Indigo Disk DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. What are your thoughts on the whole old iron thing? Do you think it is going to be Lacey and Clay, or do you think it is going to be something else completely? What are your thoughts about the whole returning character thing as well, with what Soul Silver right here said with the mining and the disc? Again, I think it means Clay's back in the Indigo Disc. I can't see what else it would possibly mean, but let me know your thoughts on that, and also the whole like legendaries and side quests and stuff. But either way, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell, and until next time, peace.